This year 2023 will be the last year of the Power Rangers franchise as we know it, because after Cosmic Fury the franchise will have a reboot in which they are going to create a new connected universe. We don't know if they are going to create everything from scratch, ignoring what is good in these 30 years, since there are things that have not been used and most of it is from the comics. There are characters like Lord Drakkon that many fans would like to see in some TV series, and even though we know that Jason, the actor playing Tommy, is no longer alive, still, they could use another actor with this reboot. If they use characters like this, then they could create the whole comic book universe in which there are many amazing characters, but at the same time there are also known characters. In these stories there is also the multiverse and many stories in space. In addition to this, there are also stories that are from the past, long before the mighty Morphin existed, and this helps to better understand the birth of the Power Rangers. Within this whole universe we have met characters like the Morphin Masters and the Emissaries, as well as incredible places like the Master Arcs. All these stories have a lot of important information to be able to connect the whole Power Rangers universe, and it would create a better path for all the projects they want to create in the future. Within all these stories and all these characters that we haven't seen in a TV series, there are also the Omega Rangers, which we already know some of the Rangers that carry this power. If you don't know the story of these Rangers, we have a full video on this channel, but for now I'm going to give you a brief summary of who they really are. The Omega Rangers have been around for many years and their power is stored in a gauntlet. Basically this is their morpher. The history of the first Omega Rangers would also be excellent for a season of a TV series, but for now we are going to concentrate on the most well-known Rangers. Obviously, they are the best known because they come from the mighty Morphin, but also because they have appeared in many comics. These Rangers are Jason, Zach, and Trini, who had left the mighty Morphin team with the excuse that they were going to be at a peace conference. In the TV series we knew nothing more about these Rangers until Jason's appearance in the Power Rangers Zeo, but in the comics we got to know the real story. These Rangers were selected by the Blue Emissary to be the new Omega Rangers and start battling against many threats in space. You must understand that the Omega power is one of the greatest powers of the Power Rangers, many even think it is the greatest. The Omega Rangers have had excellent villains, such as the Death Ranger, who almost wiped out the entire team. In addition to this, they have also had stories with Lord Drakkon, and all this would work very well for a television series aimed at adults. All of this we are talking about is just a guess, as there are several things that make us think that an Omega Rangers series could be possible in this reboot. Recently, some images of what could be the new Omega Rangers action figures were leaked, and although it is not the first time Hasbro creates products coming from the comics, it is still a surprise for everyone. Those of us who follow the Power Rangers universe know that the Omega Rangers have become very famous, and many fans have been waiting for some action figures of these characters. Even so, we don't know if the fame they have with the comics is enough to invest in the creation of these new action figures without having some plan for the future. Let's remember that the plan to reboot the franchise started several years ago, so possibly the plan includes starting to create figures that may appear in this reboot. If the new producers are going to do a reboot and want to create new series aimed for an adult audience, then Omega Rangers should be included in the list. This series could be one of the biggest hits, plus it can connect very well with a Lord Drakkon series while having the same style. This series should be dark, with lots of action and drama that has a bit of suspense. This is the same thing that describes the Omega Rangers stories in the comics. Even the new saga that will start in August is going to be even darker. This style is what can lead the franchise to success, because if they do the clean style again that they have done for years, then it would not be a true reboot. In addition to this, fans of superhero franchises are tired of the clean style, full of silly comedy and lots of bright colors. This has been what has led Marvel to constant failure in all their latest projects. However, when they implemented the serious and dark style in the last 2 Avengers movies, we could see that it was a total success. The biggest question we have for now is about the target audience for the whole new Power Rangers universe in this reboot. The special episode started out being aimed at an adult audience, but along the way Hasbro wanted to change it to be suitable for the whole family. This gave us a taste of the potential that the Power Rangers franchise has if it were aimed at an adult audience. It also showed Hasbro that the real breadwinners of the franchise are adults, plus everyone already knows that it's normal to watch superhero series and movies these days. When Power Rangers started, it was silly for people to go see a superhero movie since that was supposedly only for kids. Now watching a superhero movie is normal, even now the opposite is true. Very few kids watch superhero movies, and it is the same adults who follow all these fantasy universes. If the reboot is going to be aimed for a child audience, then it is very possible that they will make some cartoon series to save a lot of money and at the same time be able to create what they want. It is obvious that making a cartoon series is easier and at the same time cheaper, so this could be an option. Even so, we don't know what the style would be since there are very simple animations to make them interesting for children, but there are also epic animations that we adults love. For a long time there have been rumors about Power Rangers animated series, but for now everything has been created by the fans themselves. I'm a big fan of the animated series, but I honestly prefer Power Rangers to remain with real humans as that's part of the essence. I don't doubt that an animated series could be excellent, but I don't think it could be better than watching a series with real people with a serious and dark style, full of drama, action, and fantasy. The Omega Rangers, Lord Drakkon, and the Morphin Masters would be an excellent choice to start with this new universe. Imagine these 3 series connected, and then we could have some movie involving all the characters of these series. That would be the best start. If you would like to see an Omega Ranger series, like this video and subscribe to see the new Power Rangers universe.